Meeting will come to order. Good afternoon. A special call in the agenda for the special call meeting for Monday, September 25th, 2023 at 5:30. We've already done the pledge and the invocation, so we'll just move forward with the two items we have on here. Item number one, approval of renewal of resolution declaring the local state of emergency due to Hurricane Idalia. Do I have a motion? Motion by Commissioner Hale, second by Commissioner Land. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. Chairman, would you like to go ahead and set a date for your next one?
Yes. 7 days.
At most 7 days, Mr. Chairman, so we can do before then.
That's what, Friday morning or something, guys?
Today's the 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever works for y'all, I'm good.
8 o'clock Friday morning's good with me.
This Friday? This Friday?
Yeah. I guess before the weekend, if not, we have to do it Saturday, Sunday, something like that.
That's fine.
Friday.
Well, and I'm assuming we're gonna renew again at the regular meeting on Tuesday?
Correct.
All right, so it's just a stopgap for a couple of days.
Y'all doing it Friday morning?
8 o'clock.
I already have an engagement, but I'm in support of that, obviously, so all you need is a quorum.
Where will it be?
Here. At the airport conference room.
Okay, sure.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock at the airport conference room. Is good?
Thank you.
Item number 2, rescind September 19th, 2023 board approval for renewal of FMIT Florida Firefighter Cancer Benefit Program, Class 1 lump sum cancer benefit with death benefit, and approve United Badges Insurance Services proposal to provide coverage through Provident in the amount of $7,216.50. And I just got a fast school on this. I don't know if the rest of you have, but we had an FMIT at was $8,916 for less coverage, and through United Badges is $16.50. So
Additionally, by statute, you have to have all the coverage. One of the coverage was omitted.
yeah,
Right.
so this fixes the coverage problems and less money to do it. So I just need a motion to approve.
Do you need two, or just, we're gonna do it all in one? One to rescind and then one to
Yeah,
approve?
we'll need to do 2, I guess, one to rescind.
Right.
So I need a motion to rescind the September 19th
Board approval.
board approval for the FMIT.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Land.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perkins. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Now need a motion to approve United Badges Insurance for services for $7,216.50 to replace.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Mobley.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Perkins. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0, unanimous.
Mr. Chairman, if there's one other matter which I could bring before the
Yes,
board.
sir.
Something that was brought to my attention last week after our regular meeting, but may need board action before our Tuesday regularly scheduled meeting. Pursuant to an ordinance passed by this body back in 2007, there's a $3 surcharge to fund what's called a teen court, which is a diversion program to help kids if they get in trouble with the law. And the county has been using those funds through a contract signed by Mr. Baker's predecessor, Mr. Dasher, as the clerk of court, to fund and to administer this teen court. The issue with that is there hasn't been any teen court in years, and Mr. Jenkins has been making $1,000 a month to administer a non-existent program. So the contract is up for renewal October 1. Mr. Baker, on his behalf as the clerk, is going to not renew that particular program. But since it's funded by the county, I think I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. A board action to authorize or to stand behind Mr. Baker's decision to terminate this particular contract.
So you just need a motion to
Yes, sir.
terminate?
So a motion to terminate the February 9th, 2007 agreement between the clerk of court and Mr. Charles Jenkins regarding the administration of a teen court program.
Or was it to,
No, motion to not renew the
Thank you.
contract. Thank you, Mr. Musgrove.
That was quick.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Land,
Second.
second by Commissioner Hale. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0.
And just one other matter to just keep the board in the loop. There is an ordinance which will continue to be in place to collect the $3 fund from each criminal case that comes before the court. Mr. Baker and his staff have contacted Judge Griffin and asked her about what to do with the teen court, and we're awaiting feedback from her and the state attorney's office as to whether or not there's any interest at behalf of the state attorney's office of continuing it. If there's not, I'll be bringing before the board a proposed amendment to that ordinance to cancel that $3 surcharge. So that's where they're at, because in the meantime, it'll be a fund that gets collected that can't be spent. So just to get the board up to speed.
Thank you, sir. Is there any other items, commissioners?
No, sir.
Seeing none,
Welcome back.
Well, thank
You
you.
pray for for the White family. Sorry for your loss.
Yes.
Appreciate it. I appreciate everything everybody done. It was, you don't know what kind of blessing that is to have that kind of support. It really makes a difference.
I know you've been distracted and busy, but Florida State did win.
There's hope at the end of the tunnel, though. Adam Morrison will be wearing a bow tie with a gator on it. And, 1, 2, 3. Me and you, Maurice.
Yes, sir.
We gators, ain't we?
Yes, sir.
Was it the whole?
I believe you and I are the only signatories to that particular agreement. depending
No,
on
but
how
the
it
rest
turns
of them
out.
agreed to it, too.
All right.
So it's on the minutes.
All right, we'll have to pull.
That's right.
If there's nothing else, but I appreciate all that. Thank y'all. And
Mr. Chairman, I just got, if you would keep Brandon Flanagan's family in your prayers. Her son has been put in hospice care also, and just keep them in our prayers, please.
well, and I'm sorry y'all had to see me in T-shirt and shorts, but my daughter hit a deer about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so I had to go deal with that. And by the time I got finished with that, wasn't no time to go get cleaned up. So you just get the regular old Franklin today. But thank y'all.
Mr. Chairman, I got, right before we got Mr. Scott made those answer to someone, and I don't know if you guys have gotten the same call, but on the folks doing the cleanup, is there a logistic route to what they're doing? I know they had talked about this, or is it just kind of grab it while you can? I mean, people are asking me, and everyone's being very patient. I just, if there was a better idea.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
We've been getting a couple phone calls also.
Okay.
There's a process. We have no idea what that process is.
Okay.
Other than they're going to pick up a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and they may be here for quite a bit longer than what they first thought, because there's a lot more debris than they first thought.
Okay.
But we've been instructed by our friends at DOT that we're the only ones that can contact them to contact the contractor. I am getting, as I get information about concerns, sharing it with the gentleman there at DOT, and he usually responds by the end of the day that he's contacted them.
Just as you get the information, if you will, just
Right.
feed it to us, please. so
Okay.
we know. Thank you.
We, on my road, I mean, it's like, I know they picked up some stuff. It appears to me there's a process of picking up tops first. That's just my observation. It's not science or knowledge. It's observation that I have. But there's some areas that have not been picked up at all. Others have been picked up and more stuff put out. So I'm sure there's a process. I have no idea what that process is. But as we go forward, I'm going to try to get more information from the DOT rep to see, do they know what the process is?
On the debris, where is the contractor putting all that debris?
I'm not sure all the locations. I know that, there are several contractors around doing it. There's the one that we have through DOT. There's also another contractor that's got interstates. So there may be more than one contractor in the area doing things. They're across from Bigwood. They're using that as a stockpile area. Down 129th, there's a stockpile area. Apparently there's one down 76th Street. I don't know. And then also at our landfill, they are using that limited space there. But I'm not sure which of those sites are our contractors, and maybe all of them, or another contractor.
Well, the reason I was asking that question is to get to this one, is so we're pretty much not dumping anything on county property other than at the landfills, what you're saying?
Correct, right.
So I was just wondering who had the rights to the mulch or whatever, however it's processed after the fact. I guess the contractor would.
The contractor will be disposing of those
debris.
Right.
That's all. I'm just curious.
Mr. Chairman, too, just one thing for the board's edification. I've spoken with some of my counterparts in surrounding counties, and they are equally blind to the process as Mr. Scott has indicated. It's just how it goes.
But as far as you know, it's working out all right. Everything's going okay. I mean, I know it's going to take a while.
Right.
But
We've got some residents that got more questions than got answers, like with all of us. Frustrated that they don't know. We just try to tell them to be patient. It's probably going to take a little longer than what they first thought. Just the volume is greater than I think anybody realized. I'm just glad we're not picking it up.
amen.
And I think when we get that final bill that is out there that DOT be paying the contractor, I'm glad we're not waiting on that check to come back from FEMA.
Well, I know when we looked at the contract of us hiring our own contractor, just what I'd seen on the road and by the price sheet that was there, I was like, well, I'd like to be in that business, but I don't think the county wants to be on the hook for this.
Right.
It's going to be a lot.
When you look at the size of equipment they're using to haul with, you realize how long it takes us with knuckle boom trucks,
Oh, yeah.
especially ones we got.
And they've got those double bunk trucks with a
Right.
picker on each one. So,
Right.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Mr. Chairman, anything on I know you mentioned it at one of our meetings, Mr. Scott, about you called it the leaners and the hangers and things like that over the roads?
they've already started some of that. Again, process is awkward to me.
Okay.
But they did some on 80th Terrace, and my daddy wasn't there to disrupt them, I'm sure.
Gotcha. Thank you.
But DOT has the say-so
Yes,
over that,
right,
not us.
right.
That's their deal.
Right. And we've had a couple calls where we've gone and looked at a few things to try to take care of. Just we felt like we needed to.
Sure.
But generally, the contractor, DOT is in charge of the contractor, and that's our go-to people. So,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Anything else from the board?
No, Mr. Chairman, I was asked if, were we going to be putting a float in the parade?
Oh, yeah, you were trying to talk to me about that,
Yeah.
but I was distracted, so
That's okay.
I'm good if y'all are.
I mean, if anybody want to do it,
As long as Mr. Mobley don't wear his cowboy hat, I'm okay.
We done it a few times. We're on different golf carts, riding along in the parade. I actually have some signs made up for that. If we want to do something like just little signs we could put on a golf cart or something. If we all want to jump on one and ride together or something.
There was a cutout of one commissioner that wasn't there. I forgot the details on that.
When we get back. Yeah, about the float.
Who you talking to? Jason?
No, I'm talking to Mandy.
Mandy?
Yeah.
What you think about the float? You doing it? You building us a float for the parade? You and Paula? Y'all gonna put all that chicken wire on, stick all the napkins in, and
Bathroom behind us too, 'cause, they
You
have all
currently
types
don't
of
have
great.
room in X1 where the floats are typically made.
Why?
There's a lot of hot water.
We'll figure something out.
Water, if anybody needs water, maybe we have some more water.
Well, throwing water bottles is different than throwing candy.
Water bottles.
For liability reasons, no.
Mr. Ken, you need to say something? Did you want to say something?
I talked to one of the contractors this morning, Chairman. He explained to me the process. He was out of Kentucky. So they get paid by tonnage. The more they pile in the box, the more it goes across the scales. They're going to graze across it the first time, entrance ways where people can see in and out, pick up the metal, then they'll graze across it the second time. Then they got another crew with cherry pickers that are going to cut the Widowmakers and get those off. And then the third time, they'll complete, and they said it's going to last for months and months. And then the mulch gets hauled out by these same guys, and it's going somewhere.
Usually,
It'll be here a while.
Yeah.
well, I'd had some people contact me about the mulch, if you will, after they grind it up, and there's quite a few people that wants it, there's always somebody after it, so I said, well, I don't know, but I'll find out. So I guess they just need to talk to the
I'll send
contractor.
him, and he'll be he's working the north end, his crews.
I go past a field every day, 2 times a day, going to Mayo to take my grandchildren to school. There is a very small place there that they are taking the debris from Lafayette County to, and I'm thinking that's really not gonna hold much, but okay. But every day, they smash that down and come right back in and put on top of it and smash it again. They've got a road around the outside and one to the inside, and it looks like a train going through there.
It's amazing.
Yes, you just have to sit and watch them.
Wow.
Well, thank you for that update.
Yep.
Appreciate
Got
it.
the man's card if you want to call him.
I don't, but I'll give it to whoever wants it, Is there anything else? Not, I need just a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Perkins, second by Commissioner Hale. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.